Hi guys, sorry I've not been and done a video in about a week, but I do work full time. I work 40 hours a week and I literally haven't had a chance. I do apologise for that, but I'm going to try and do a few out of the bank holiday for you, and it's about 7 o'clock at night here now, so it's quite dark because it's absolutely hammering it right down and I got soaked. So I've literally just got in and I thought I'll record for you because I know you guys like it when I record for you. So what I'm doing today is about spots basically, and some people have the odd one, some people have them at the time of the month like hormonal spots, some people have acne, some people have adult acne, some people have it on their back, on their chest, and you can get spots at any time. It's not just teenagers that get spots. So what I wanted to do is show you some products that I found really helpful and some advice I've had in the past. But also kind of dispel a few myths as well, because I think a lot of people think if you eat chocolate and chips and stuff like that, it gives you spots. Well, it doesn't. It's obviously not good for your diet, and in turn that can affect your skin, but it doesn't give you spots. So you can ignore that because that's a myth. People just say that. And obviously eating fruit and veg doesn't stop you from having spots, but again it's better for your diet, so in turn it would be better for your skin, but it doesn't mean it's going to stop you from having spots, because if you think about it, vegetarians, they still get spots. So I've got a few at the pub at the moment. You probably can't see them, but I've got kind of like a rash down the side of my face here, and I've had it now for quite a while. It's been like dry skin, almost like not like an eczema, but kind of like it's like spots under the skin. And they're the worst kind you can have, and if you pick them, they just literally scar the skin. So the worst thing you can do is picking a spot. If you're going to squeeze a spot, you use tissue to squeeze it with, because if you use nails or anything like that, it can get bacteria on the spot, or so you can spread them as well. So whenever you touch your face, always make sure you wash your hands. So if I'm doing somebody's makeup or I'm doing my own makeup, I've always got like some antibacterial gel or hand wipes that I use. I find they're the best because bacteria is sorry, my nose is itching again, I've got hay fever. Bacteria travels on the fingers, so if you think what your hands touch during the day, so you must cleanse your hands with an antibacterial wash or a gel or a wipe before you touch your face. So that will stop spreading spots if you do that. It's like I say, if you're going to pick a spot, use tissue. Because then you're not going to leave scars in the skin where you've dug your nails in, and you're not going to spread them and make them worse. So some of the products I find really good when I've got some spots is I use the Cetaphil cleanser, and this is part of my cleansing range. This I've had from Asda. I've talked about this to you before, guys. This is the Gentle Skin Cleanser. I'm really sorry, I've got a hair on my face. There we go. I had this from Asda Pharmacy. It was £4. And it's made in Canada. You can actually get this from America, but in the UK it's not so easy to get hold of. eBay, or like I say, Asda Pharmacy, it's around about £6 to £8, and it's formulated for dry or sensitive skin. It's soap free, fragrance free, and basically if you've got like a few spots like me, like once a month when I get them, or I've had this like rash on this side of my face, I've been using this as my cleanser. So basically, if you've got a skincare routine, stick to it, but then you need to add additional items in that will help deal with your skin, because your skin's not the same all year round. Sometimes it can be spotty, sometimes it can be oily, sometimes it can be dry, so you've got to cater for your skin's needs. Like you would clothes, you change your clothes during seasons, it's the same with your skincare. You need to update your skincare at least 3 to 4 times a year, and have these products in your kind of I would say skincare closet, so that basically you can pull them out when there needs to be skin change. So that's a fabulous product if you've got red sensitive skin, or it's aggravated, or it's spotty, because it won't make it any worse. There is no oil in this either. It is oil free. Because there's one thing I want to say as well, a lot of people, when they have spotty or oily skin, what they do is they use oil-free products and literally cut all the oil out of the skin, and then what happens is the skin then produces, your sebum glands actually produce more oil, so you'll actually overstimulate them. So you literally dehydrate the glands, and then it'll just stimulate them and they'll produce more and more oil. So don't cut oil out your skincare routine altogether, because you'll just upset it even more. And the idea with skin is to get a balance. When your skin's balanced, you'll have a lot clearer skin. When you start using products like this, when you've got spotty skin, or you've got an area that's got spots on, it will take at least 21 to 28 days for the skin to renew and for the newer skin to come from the lower levels up to the top. So you just need to make sure that you've got something like this that can help with the red in the skin. Sorry, that was my phone. One thing I absolutely swear by is the Lush Tea Tree Water, and this is for an oily skin. It's got tea tree in and it detoxifies. Even if you've not got an oily skin, I would say to keep this in your skincare closet and pull it out when you've got a spot, or you've got like a really red area, you know, like when you can feel a spot coming when it's quite sensitive or it hurts. Get yourself one of these from Lush because they're fabulous, and you can actually spritz this on the area or spritz it onto some cotton wool and actually use that and take it over the skin at night, and that will actually help to detoxify the skin. Doesn't contain any alcohol, and can I just stress, alcohol is the worst thing you can use on your skin. So products like Clearasil, what am I trying else is that? Any other like tea tree, use witch hazel. If it's got alcohol in, don't touch it, because it's really, really bad for the skin. Alcohol actually dehydrates your skin, and again, what that does in turn, it dries your sebum glands out, which then start to produce more oil. So you'll actually exaggerate the problem. So don't use anything with alcohol, and try and keep a bit of oil into your skincare, because as I say, it will help then balance the skin out. So Tea Tree Water by Lush, fantastic. Grab yourself one of those. They're about £5 or £6 for a big bottle, and they last me months. And this is one of my favourite moisturisers. It's a simple moisturiser, and it's the light hydrating one. It's 12-hour moisturisation, and what I love about this is it's not oil free. So all the other skincare products I use are oil free, but this has got a tiny bit of oiling, and what this does is it actually will moisturise the skin, which is what you want, because when you're using treatments for spots, it can be quite drying out for the skin, so you need to use a good moisturiser. Now, you don't want to go too moisturising where it's too rich for the skin, and all you'll end up doing is blocking your pores, not shifting all the dead skin cells, and you'll end up with more spots. So you, again, like I keep stressing to you, keep a balance to the skin. So something like that's fantastic. This is on offer at the minute at Boots or Superdrug for like £1.75, and I love the simple range because it's great for sensitive skin. So this one's got glycerine in and provitamin B5, and it's got borage seed oil. Now, borage is actually really good to heal the skin. I apologise for the light in here today, it's really, really bad. But the borage oil is absolutely fantastic in this. It's a really, really lovely product. So as I say, it's absolute bargain at the minute because it's on offer. Let's wait for that to focus. But yeah, this is simple. So go and grab yourselves a bottle of that, girls, because it's really good. And then another product that I really, really recommend, which I've just been a convert to, is the Panoxyl. And it's the Panoxyl Aqua Gel 2.5. It's a 40-gram tube, and it's basically a benzoyl peroxide gel. And it's for the treatment of acne. Now, I don't suffer with acne, but I do have spots around that time of the month that can be really kind of sore and painful, and just look unsightly. They never actually come to a head, they're just like a red lump, and I can't help but mess with them as you do, and they just become redder and angrier, and they actually give me a headache in the end. They're that painful. So what I did, I researched this on YouTube. And they do this in Panoxyl and Panoxyl Aqua Gel. Now, the Panoxyl is just a normal cream, and that's perfect for somebody that's got quite a strong skin. So somebody that's got an oily skin type, or a dry skin type, something like that. The Panoxyl Aqua Gel is a gel, as it states, so it doesn't actually make any more oil on the skin. So sorry, this is perfect for an oily skin, sorry, and the normal Panoxyl is good for somebody with a dry skin. Also as well, the Aqua Gel is really good if you've got sensitive skin, because it's not as harsh, and it actually comes in 3 strengths. You've got the 2.5, you've got the 5, and you've got the 10. The 10 is actually the strongest, and I wouldn't recommend the 10 unless you've got loads and loads of acne. And by that I mean you've got pox all in your cheeks, you've got them on your neck or your back, because you can use this all over the body as well. It's not just for the face. 2.5 is the lowest. I would suggest if you've got like the odd spot like me, you get yourself one of these. These are actually £3.17, and you can get them from anywhere over the counter like Boots or Superdrug. As I say, start with a 2.5 because it can be quite a strong product, and what it does, which I found, is I've been using it now for about 3 days. I apply it morning and night, a tiny area, and make sure my skin's cleansed, and then I just use it on the area of the spot and around, and it's really drying my skin out. What it does is it dries the oil up out of the skin and kills the bacteria, hence, that cause the spots. So what you need to do is, when you've been using this, you need to exfoliate more. So exfoliate around the area, because once the skin starts to shed and dry up, you want to get rid of that, because what will happen is you'll put your makeup on and you find your makeup will just stick to that area and look really bad. So you need to make sure you're getting rid of those dead skin cells that this is working off, and really moisturise your skin after. So I use my aqua gel, as I say, morning and night. I exfoliate at least 3 to 4 times now a week, just to get rid of those dry scabs that it's drying up. And then I use my Simple Hydrating Moisturiser. Now, if you're a dry skin type, you could use a stronger moisturiser, because you will find it does dry your skin out. But I have to say that works wonders. I've used it on a spot I had on the side of my nose there, which was really painful. And it's actually drying up, sorry, these here, I can actually feel it. It's gone quite scaly now, which sounds a bit gross, but it shows it's drying it up. So literally, once I exfoliate, I'm hoping then it'll be nice pink skin underneath, and then I can just stop using it. You don't need to use this all the time. It is only a treatment product. I wouldn't recommend using this all the time. I'd just use it when you need to, perhaps once a month. I wouldn't be using it every day for like weeks and weeks. Yes, so as I say, you can get that from Boots or Superdrug, and you can get it from Asda Pharmacy as well. I actually got this from Asda Pharmacy. And this one's a 2.5 aqua gel, and that's perfect if you've got sensitive and oily skin. So yeah, so I just thought I'd do that video for you for spots. I hope you find it useful. Any comments you want to make, please make them below. And thank you to all my new subscribers and all my old ones for staying loyal. See you soon. Bye.